Good evening, Mayor and council members. First, I wanted to say congratulations to the honorees today, especially the Eagle Scout. My husband's an Eagle Scout, very proud, and I know the hard work and dedication those young boys had to put into. And I also want to thank Sean for being the interim city manager. He's always been so welcoming, and I really, really appreciate it, and the hard work and actually the effort and partnership we have with my office. I just want to thank him for all that he's done. Mayor, again, I'm Assembly Member Janet Nguyen, and I currently represent Huntington Beach in the State Assembly. I'm also a resident in Huntington Beach, and both of my boys attend our public elementary school in our city. I am pleased and honored to be here this evening to present an official State Assembly resolution to our Huntington Beach City Attorney, Michael Gates, recognizing his dedication and service to the city of Huntington Beach. I also will be presenting certificates to his staff as well. Throughout his service to the city, Mr. Gates has fought countless legal battles to defend and save millions of dollars for the city and prevail on nearly every difficult case brought against the city. Just this year alone, in March, Gates and his staff tried a $20 million case and won, and then in April, prosecuted a civil case which brought $5.3 million back to the city and its taxpayer, with a possibility of another $22.4 million that could be reimbursed back to Huntington Beach taxpayers. I would also like to acknowledge Mr. Gates, who has been at the forefront in fighting and advocating on behalf of the residents of Huntington Beach. It is admirable for me to see when the City Attorney's Office brings forward creative and efficient ways to protect taxpayers' money, such as in 2017, the office created a new in-house criminal prosecutor program to increase the fight against local crime and by shuttering businesses that threaten the quality of life in our city. On behalf of the California State Legislature, it is my honor to recognize our city attorney, Michael Gates, and his office, his staff, for their many years of dedicated commitment and devotion to our people in the city of Huntington Beach and also to Orange County. Dare it be resolved by the Assembly Member Janet Nguyen that Michael Gates be commended for his exemplary record of service to the people of Huntington Beach and extend sincere best wishes for his continued success in his future endeavors. And I will just hand this over to the staff to give it to him and the staff. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Casey McKeon, a lifelong HB resident and Eric Peterson's Charter Review Commissioner. I spoke last meeting warning that I did not believe the council would vote for an amendment that removes the city clerk, treasurer, and attorney from elected positions and changes them to appointed. And this has been confirmed by tonight's agenda. Instead, as I mentioned 2 weeks ago, they're using lawfare and legalese to add language to our city charter that allows the council to hire outside attorneys outside of the purview of the elected city attorney's office, which our charter currently prohibits. This legalese language will nullify the elected city attorney and render him appointed. In fact, the council has created an entirely new section 310 in the charter that nullifies the elected city attorney position. If you guys could look on the screen up there at the picture of the language, quote, "The city council may direct the city attorney or the city manager to contract with other attorneys to take charge of any prosecution, litigation, or other legal matter." This allows them to circumvent the elected city attorney who we vote for office. The changes they have put forward in the agenda are drastically different from what the Charter Commission that I was on recommended in our final report, especially this new section 310. Question, did our council hire an outside attorney to draft this new proposed language without notifying the elected city attorney? If so, that's a violation of our charter. Unfortunately, the majority of this council cannot be trusted with any charter amendment for fear They will draft convoluted language that will deceive the voters as demonstrated in tonight's agenda. As such, the message is clear: no amendments to our city charter. There is too much at stake to risk amending our city charter, which is the Constitution of Huntington Beach. Please, everyone, tell everyone you know, and tell our city council, no amendments to our city charter. Thank you.
Good evening, Council. Carrie Swan here. First, thank you to Mayor Del Glaze for that little admonishment in the beginning, because I know y'all think we're too stupid to figure out how charter amendments work, so thank you. I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm here to oppose Agenda Item 23. I oppose any and all charter amendments being recommended by this rogue and dangerous City Council majority. Sadly, Councilmember Peterson is not here tonight to be the lone voice of reason. I do not expect my urging to move any of you. It has been abundantly clear from the moment that this council majority was sworn in December of 2020 that you've been on a high-speed train to, as Carr said, fundamentally transform this dear city and hand the keys over to Newsom and the destructive supermajority in Sacramento. Which brings me, they're fine. Which brings me to the Save Surf City recall. Sadly, we came so close, but have not yet qualified any of you for the ballot. But we did truly have a wonderful time connecting with the community and talking with literally hundreds, actually thousands of residents. Our volunteers, who are the real champions of this city, were incredible. Together, we were able to explain to so many people your real intentions and motivations. What we did was incredibly hard work, but every single contact, every single conversation we had will be so useful in this coming election. Since I fully expect you all to continue full steam ahead with your twisted agenda, rest assured that this mighty little army of recall volunteers will work just as hard to defeat your attempt to dismantle our wonderful city with charter amendments. Thank you and good night.
Hi, my name's Pat Burns. I'm a candidate for City Council in this year's election, 2022. City Council should strive to make Huntington Beach a better place for all citizens and businesses within and the visitors. We're a beautiful, beautiful urban beach community. And like our national fathers designed our Constitution and everything, there's a separation of powers. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And by what you guys are doing reeks of corruptness and just bad decision making. And I'm just pleading with you not to make any at all, none whatsoever, charter amendment amendments. I find it disgusting. You guys have a pretty bad, over the last couple of years, track record of decision making. You guys bought some hotel property. You guys want to be landlords, homeless hotel. You got into a bad decision. You guys should have done your research and known that it was going to be a bad decision in the OC Power Authority. Last year, you experienced over a $7 million expenditure over revenue loss. This year, in the proposed, it's right on the website that you guys proposed that it's going to be expenditures of $29,000 over revenue, and then yet you guys cut off the oil. You're going to waive property taxes on some of these buildings you guys are acquiring and building. It's just bad decisions and not good for the citizens of Huntington Beach. I think it's pretty sad and disgusting. There's a preamble. In the preamble, I'm going to read, "It is incumbent upon those who govern and make decisions for and on behalf of the city of Huntington Beach to legally, as well as morally, abide by the provisions of this charter in the strictest sense to ensure the continued success and well-being of our city." You know, that's something that we should live by, and really do not, please, make any changes to that charter. it will just really shed a worse light that's already shed on you guys now. So please, no amendment changes.
Good afternoon. My name is Gracie Vandermark. I am a 22-year resident of Huntington Beach. I ran for city council in 2020, where I had an opportunity to meet thousands of residents, some who have been here for 5-6 generations. I'm in a unique position in a way because I fled my home county. I fled Los Angeles, looking for a safe place for my children to be raised. When I first moved here, the first thing I noticed, Harborview, the school did not have a fence. I told my husband, my kids aren't going to that school. There aren't any fences, there aren't any metal detectors. That's not a safe place. It took me years to get used to the idea that there are places that were safer than where I came from. Now there are fences around our schools. We can't go out at night because of homeless issues. We are struggling in just about every way. There's nothing that has improved since we've had this council. We've asked, we've pled now into the power business. I mean, the people running the power business are people just like me. What do I know about power? Probably as much as they do. And now we're here fighting for our charter. I'm asking you, do not make any amendments. I'm sure you guys are very well aware that we just don't trust you guys. We're in a position where residents, we actually had to start a recall. While some might have mocked it and said it was a nothing burger, I'll tell you what we did have an opportunity to do. We were out there every single day. We got yelled at by some people, and then they ran away because they always like to yell their insults and run away. But we did meet a lot of people that stopped by our banners that said Safe Surf City and asked us, what are we saving Safe Surf City from? We sat there and we explained every single issue that we had. Now, this election, we're going to have thousands of more informed residents. We're asking you to do the right thing. We're in a position where we felt we had to create a team of candidates that had strengths in the needs of the community. Casey McKeon, Patrick Burns, Tony Strickland, and myself will be running as a slate to cover all the needs of our community in this 22 election. We all agreed that we will listen to the community. We won't just sit there, smile, pretend we care, and look away, because we know exactly how it feels, and it doesn't feel very good. Please do not mess with our charter. Thank you.
I'm just going to start off by saying I expected to get my speaking time cut down to 1 minute, and I wanted you guys to know that we could always rise to the occasion, no matter how hard you try to silence us. So I'll start off by saying my name is Susan Baker, and I'm a resident of Huntington Beach. I'm here tonight to strongly oppose any and all charter amendments per agenda item number 23. Make no mistake about it, this has nothing to do with the need to hire adequate outside legal counsel. We, the people, have already elected the best, Michael Gates. Yet, the current council continues to undermine and attack him at every opportunity. Kind of like how you guys do that to small businesses as well, you know, Calmic. This is nothing more than a greedy power grab in an attempt to silence the will of the voters and further your own corrupt agendas. And speaking of voters, let's go ahead and go over the fact that in the primary election, Kim Carr ran against Assemblywoman Janet Nguyen for the seat in the 36th district. Let's all celebrate and relish in the fact that Kim Carr did not win any precinct in Huntington Beach. Not one. Ouch. Thank you. Good night.
Excuse me, please, the McKeon. Where's the sheriff? Escort him out.